Words. They usually have more than one definition. For example, the word word can mean a unit of language or assurance or a promise. You have my word. It can be a noun, verb, or as a slang term, it can be used as an exclamation. If someone were to use word in the distant future when the slang term is no longer used that frequently, it may be thought of as an allusion to the 1990s or surrounding years. This is what I'd consider a third tier or layer of a word. In literature, I consider words as having three layers: internal meanings or purposes within themselves. The first layer is what I've already mentioned, the pure definition or definitions of a word. This can be thought of as the skin that holds the fleshy meat on the inside of the word. If the literary work only has skin, it can never have soul. Let's take this sentence for example. The man walked into the forest. A basic English sentence, nothing special. My imagined second layer of a word is the metaphorical layer. The skin of the word is metaphorical. Metaphors make the reader think about what the words really mean. They create imagery and depth. Therefore, it adds a new dimension to the piece. It changes a piece from being flat and dead to becoming something more literarily interesting. Let's add this layer to the sentence. The man walked into the magical forest. The forest isn't actually magical, but it seems like it is to the man. It's subtle in this sentence, but things like this can add a lot. The third layer of a word is interchangeable. It requires a whole new level of thought and skill. I consider this the layer of allusions, or other figures of speech. Without careful reading, these will go unseen, but possibly noticed. Someone could read through a piece of literature and wonder why a word or two were used, but not think deep enough to understand the clever word choice. For these reasons, I consider this layer the soul of a piece because it requires so much more out of the writer and the reader. Adding this layer to the sentence, it reads, the man walks into the magical fractured forest, a blind deer returning to his perished home. Now this sentence feels like part of a story. Comparing the man to a deer is metaphorical, but it only worked with the addition of the allusion and the prolepsis, or the foreshadow. In the metaphor, the deer isn't necessarily blind, but rather unaware of what has become of his home, the forest. This is the prolepsis. It indicates that something isn't the same as the last time the man was in the forest, but it is also a simple illusion. Returning to his home tells the reader that this forest is somewhere where the man likes to be, like his home. Finally, the addition of fractured to forest adds a little alliteration to the sentence, and the word emphasizes the comparison of the forest to the home, because they are both at the end of the clauses, and they both have an adjective. This is the power of literature. Just as Shakespeare said, brevity is the soul of wit. If anything, I hope this video explained that quote to you, as well as give you a new appreciation for literature. Don't discredit something just because it's old. Might be something else to take from this. I have a great passion for literature and I'd love to do more videos on the subject. Just let me know by giving me a like and a comment. Alternatively, if you'd like to see a video on a separate subject, comment. Details are in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Share if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you on the next one.